Hey guys, Toast here. I'm going to do a little video here on the dragon. Just kind of explain it a little bit better in more detail. So probably the first thing is the best way to level up your dragon is going to be through ceremonies. So you're going to, ideally, you're going to want to save for the 5400 coin ceremony. This will give you the most experience per coins. If you can't be that patient, then at least save for the 2700. Some of these ceremonies, it doesn't matter what you do, like steel, it costs twice as much, you get twice as much. Hero experience, you get cost twice as much, you get twice as much. But other than them, they do get more efficient as you go to the higher tier. Like this, the dragon experience in particular gets better. Same with noble badges and the purple heroes. But again, if you're going to do these purple heroes, you can just buy them from the spirit store for the same cost. Outside of doing ceremonies, you are going to want to go to the spirit store, and you're going to want to buy the dragon, the assault points or guardian points. If these run out, just ask an R4 to restock them for you. You're going to want more assault power than guardian power, because there's more skills here for combat that you're going to want. Whereas this has only 2 skills, really 1 that's helpful for combat, 2 that's helpful for the Merlin Trials, and then the rest are going to be for resource gathering. So now let's look at the dragon here. Basically this setup here is for Merlin Trials. So basically there's kind of 3 setups that you would have. There's for Merlin Trials, there's for combat, and then there's for Golem. If you have a ton of assault points, you could afford to do all of them at once. But if you don't, then you'll have to do resets. So right now mine is set up for the Merlin Trials because I haven't been able to complete them yet. And I don't want to have to reset my skills all the time. In general, the march capacity is going to be your most important skill, so you're going to make sure that this is your highest level and also your highest stars. After that, the next most important skill will be your bowman versus infantry. And as you can notice here, once you get to skill level 22, you will get troop stat bonuses. So you can see here I'm getting 10% bowman attack. So I have this as high as my dragon level will allow me. The next most important skill is going to be your infantry versus bowman damage reduction. And the same thing, you can see this starts giving you infantry health once you get to skill level 22. After that, you are going to, I would say wounding conversion is probably the most important if you're looking at for combat. Just because this means that you're not going to be losing as many troops. And it's always better to be able to heal your troops back than to have them just lost forever. For Merlin Trials, you're going to want to work on your other skills that are relevant for that trial. That's going to be your infantry versus cavalry damage, the cavalry versus infantry damage, and the bowman versus cavalry damage. The versus siege stats don't matter at all because there's no siege in the Merlin Trials, so you don't need to bother leveling either of these. Once you get to, I think it's level 45 where you unlock all the skills. Basically, you're going to end up having 1 skill that's kind of wasted for Merlin Trials because there's only 7 skills that actually help you in the Merlin Trials. So like March Speed doesn't actually help you any. Like I said, the verse siege stats don't help you any. Trap stats don't help you any. If I were doing an actual attack and I was trying to be a little more efficient, I would drop these cavalry, just because I don't use cavalry in my attacks. So having troops march speed would be a little bit more helpful. And then even troop load might be a little bit better than having the second cavalry stat. But because of emblems, if you get purple or better emblems, you need to be level 20 to get all 3 bonuses. So like if, for example, I switch these 2 skills here, oops, you'll see I'm not getting the third bonus because this skill is not level 20. So if you do get higher level emblems, make sure you're aware of how you have your skill set up, because you want to make sure that you're getting the full bonus of your emblems. So as you can see, these are kind of really nice help. And then monster is pretty self-explanatory. You just want your monster stats. And the same thing, when I do Golem, I will reset a skill and level up this bowman attack, so that way I can get the level 3, because I'm going to want the bowman attack plus 21%. And I'm also going to level something up here to level 10, so I get the troop attack bonus of 6%. And the same thing, I'll put something in here, and I'll get that to level, here I only need to get level 5, because this is only a blue. But the same thing, you just want to make sure that you're maximizing what you have available. On the Guardian side, once you get these 2 skills as the 2 infantry skills as you have, you're going to want to just kind of set up however you want. I like to have the all gathering rather high, just because we switch between the silver and the iron mine. We have iron more often, so I have my iron a little bit higher than my silver. And when your dragon is not this high of a level, what you're going to be aiming for is trying to get all these skills to level 16. Just because level 16 has a little bit bigger boost. I'll show you that here. So see, it's going up by 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%. And then when we get to level 16, it goes up by 8%. So you're going to want to try to get all your skills to 16 first, and then you try taking them a little bit higher. And then with the crystals, it's just basically the same concept of the skills that are most important are going to be the ones you're going to want to put most of your intensity crystals on. So obviously march capacity is going to want to be your highest star. Then I would say bowman versus infantry, and then infantry versus bowman. And then after that, you just kind of put where you see fit, depending on how many crystals you have and what exactly you're trying to do. So hopefully that kind of covers reasonably well how the dragon works, how you want it to set up, what to look for. For the most part, it's all pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that's maybe a little bit tricky is just the emblems, just because those are new. And as always, if you have questions, feel free to ask.